Guys, it's your boy Dennis. Today we will be doing an entry-level gaming console, none other than the Nintendo 2DS. This is a Nintendo 2DS, a middle of the pack of the DS. There's a 3DS and Nintendo DS. This 2DS is a compact console for my younger audiences back there watching. Basically, the Nintendo 2DS is a DS that can also access DS games and the 3DS games and that huge massive library that everyone's talking about. Let's get further into this video. I was just saying, I added a couple of posters in the back like I said I would, and to be honest, it looks less plain and boring, so I'll be adding some fan art maybe back there. Tell me if I should add anything else in the comments down below. Anyway guys, enjoy the video. Alright guys, first up is going to be the box. This is the box with the Nintendo 2DS with Super Mario Bros. 2 Special Edition. This Special Edition has the normal and the original Super Mario 2, but also with 30 extra course packs. Alright, now let's move on. So here's the first looks of the Nintendo 2DS. Nintendo 2DS is right underneath the box, and its build quality is surprisingly very good. The plastic is pretty good, so in case you drop and fall it, and it is pretty heavy, which gives it a sturdy finish. Alright, so holding the thing in place. So first we have a normal joystick like you can get on any gamepad. You have a speaker, and then you have a front-facing camera, which is not the best. Then you have an A, Y, X, and B. There are 4 buttons, and also an LED indicator for Street Pass, if you know what that means. And then we have Start and Select buttons, with Power button, Home button. We have 2 screens which actually act as one tablet. And then we have the Plus button, which is directional. Then we have the L and R buttons for cameras and for other games, with a charger port, and we also have a port for inserting card games and cartridges. And then right underneath we have a nice headphone jack, and we also have a sleep mode. It is a pretty big rarity to find one of these things. Last time I found them was on the PlayStation Portable. Anyways, we also have a nice volume slider on the left, and on the right we also have a little holder for a stylus that you have, and also a little slot for your SD card, which mine came with an extra 4 gigs. I mean, pretty cool if you ask me, and this was only 80 quid off Amazon. And that was also for a kid's toy, but also for adults too, because they like it. So, because of all of this, why do they really have to raise the price from $79.99 to these ridiculous prices? I mean, Nintendo, you should really do what was better back then, what the crowd actually wanted to do. Because now, what you've done is dug yourself into a deeper hole. Anyway, moving on, so let's move on to the screen. At night time, the screen is very good. It has this blue light filter which makes your eyes not hurt while playing it. So at night it's better than day because the screen isn't really that bright either. Moving on, indoor usage for this was actually a pretty pleasant use. No, I'm not that bad at Mario, it's just really uncomfortable sitting behind a tripod trying to watch and play this game at the same time. But anyways, the gameplay was far from what I called 4K, but from the screen it was pretty nice. It was a bit pixelated, but what else can you get for an 80 quid tablet with controls on? And noting that this was aimed for kids, and pretty sure that the audience was actually very happy. Moreover, let's go on to the battery. So the battery is said to last around 5 or 3 to 5.5 hours, and for me, I agree with that. For me, it always lasted at least 5 to 5.5 hours every time I played it in full performance. But when you're doing lighter things such as taking pictures or just browsing the web, then the battery miraculously tends to have over 7 hours. I don't know how that's even possible. Maybe it was upgraded from before. Now let's move on to why the 2DS was made. The 3DS was so expensive because of its 3D feature or function that it had. Now the 2DS, it doesn't have that. And not only does that save a lot on battery, and that also just saves a lot on price, and that's why the price is so low. And due to that very low price compared to all of the other 3DSs built out there, that's why it's so popular. It's a cheap alternative that packs just as much firepower for the 3DS, just doesn't compare with that 3D compatibility. Now let's check out how big and ergonomic this 2DS is, moving away from the fact that I can buy third-party accessories either. So anyway, the actual length of the whole 2DS is about 14 centimeters and the height of it is about 13 centimeters. Now, since the system is fairly sloped, the top is 2 centimeters wide and the bottom is 1 centimeter wide. And not forgetting the back either, having the same dimensions as the ones that I said earlier. Anyway guys, here is a quick ASMR test. Now moving on to our final one, we have ergonomics. For ergonomics, you could actually hold this 2DS for a very long time and your palms tend to sweat if you're a sweaty palms person, but my hands were fairly big, so I managed to cope with the big shape and I got used to my fingers wrapping around the whole body of the 2DS. And after all that, the whole review of the Nintendo 2DS is done. Add me on Street Pass in case you see me. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel since it will motivate me to do more videos. Anyway guys, see you in a bit.